Gonna wear that dress you like, skin tight. Do my hair up real nice, and syncopate my skin to your heart beating. Cause I just wanna look good for you, good for you. I just wanna look good for you, good for you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review and swatches video of the new Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. So if you don't follow me on my social media, I recently got a late birthday present from my cousin in California, and this palette was one of the gifts that she sent me. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but thank you, Sarah, again for sending me all of this stuff. It means the world to me. So first I'm going to talk about the packaging. The box that it comes in is absolutely beautiful. I love how there's smoke all over it. One thing that bugs me though is that they spelled Smoky wrong, which just kind of bugs me, but that's okay. Like all of Urban Decay's eyeshadow palettes, it came with this cool instruction sheet thing. So it has like 4 different looks on here and it tells you how to achieve them, so that's really cool as well. Now let's talk about the packaging of the actual palette. I think this is seriously the most beautiful packaging I have ever seen in my life. I love that they did the smoke on here for it being a smoky palette. I think it just looks really cool. This packaging is extremely sleek and chic. I love that this is hard case. It's going to hold up really well, and I absolutely love that the closure is magnetic. Previous Urban Decay palettes don't have this magnetic closure, and I think everybody really appreciates the magnetic closure. It's just one extra thing that Urban Decay put in here to make this palette absolutely beautiful. So when you open up the palette, it has a huge mirror on the top here. I actually haven't ripped off the little plastic sheet yet. I also really love that Urban Decay includes a brush in their palettes. I'm pretty sure they do it with all of them, maybe not the... This palette is $54 and the rest of the Urban Decay palettes range from $50 to $54, but I think it's totally worth it because they give you a beautiful brush in every single palette, and these eyeshadows are just incredible. This palette has 6 shimmer shades and 6 matte shades, so it's really cool that they include a great mixture of both. They're very pigmented, they're very blendable, and just all around great shadows. I love that it has a matte black and this matte dark gray. It also has a couple very pretty highlight shades right here. Matte, beautiful for every day. So this is an absolutely beautiful palette. I already have so many new ideas for looks with this palette, and I'm super excited to do some tutorials on them. So definitely be on the lookout for those future videos. I'm now going to get into the swatches for you guys and show you each and every color. Okay, so here is High. It's a super pretty metallic-y champagne color. So there it is there, absolutely beautiful champagne shimmery color. The next one is called Dirty Sweet, and it's this really pretty yellow gold shade. Okay, these swatches are getting a little crazy, but this next one is called Radar. It doesn't seem as pigmented as the first 2, but it's still a really pretty color. It's a nice warm brown with a little bit of shimmer in it. It's not as metallic-y as the first 2 either. So here is the next one. It's called Armor, and it's a really pretty taupey silver color. It looks a lot more gray in the pan than when it comes out. It looks pretty taupey brown when it's actually on the skin. Okay, so there are the first 4 shades. I'm sorry these swatches are a little bit crazy. I'm gonna start doing them on the front of my hand now so that they go a little bit better, hopefully. So this next shade is called Dagger, and it is a really pretty slate gray color. This is the first matte shade in the palette. On camera it's coming off pretty warm, but it is a pretty true slate gray color. The next shade is called Black Market, and it is a matte black color. Again, these are coming off a little bit warm on camera. I'm sorry that they're not perfectly true to color. It's just the lighting that I'm using kind of makes things come off a bit more warm. But this is truly a matte black shade, which I love that it's included in the palette. So the next one is Smolder Here, and it is just a super pretty dark purple shade. It's got the most gorgeous reflex in it, and it's just a super dark vampy purple. It's absolutely gorgeous. That might be the first shade that I feature in this palette because it is giving me light. The next one here is called Password, and it is a cool toned chocolatey brown color. It's not as pigmented as some of the other shades. It's coming off a little bit chalky, but nevertheless it's still a really pretty color. So this next one here is called Whiskey. It also isn't coming off as pigmented as some of the shades. It's a little bit chalky. Not that it's a bad shadow or anything, it's just some of these other shimmery ones are so stunning, so pigmented. That comparing them with these ones are coming off a little bit chalky, but it is still such a beautiful, beautiful, warm, chocolatey brown color. I feel like this color, Whiskey, out of all the shades in the palette is gonna be like the #1 transition shade. Swatches, swatches, swatches. Okay, and then the last two in the palette, these two light shades actually aren't swatching on my hands. Like, they're just not showing up because they're too light. But the second to last one is called Combust, and it's a really pretty mauvey blush tone pink. And then the last one is 13, which is a matte white highlight shade. So I know that these swatches are kind of all over the place and a little bit crazy, but I am living for these shades, you guys. Especially these first four, the first four super shimmery shades in the palette are absolutely stunning. And then all of these beautiful smoky shades are gonna make some gorgeous smoky eyes. I am so excited. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this review and swatch video of the Urban Decay Smoky palette. I'm really excited to get started on some new tutorials for you guys using this palette. So be sure to be on the lookout for that and stay tuned for all of those upcoming videos. Oh, that's great. If you guys are thinking about getting this palette and you're wondering if it's worth it, I would say hands down that this palette is totally worth the money. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped some of you out that are thinking about getting this palette. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!